The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go, hey.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Throwing, Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Go, Rico! Go, Rico!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So first and 10 now from the 30. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And it's second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
They're the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Off-play action. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. And Howe will throw it. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. At the 44-yard line. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At their own 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking to throw. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Jones gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me that...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Al now to throw it. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in his first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, down at the 31. Here's Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Completion here as they fail to connect on third.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jones under pressure, and they get to him again. Jamin Davis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarter.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they want to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, an 11-yard touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Jones, off play action. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. With it is Jackson. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. His throw incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Jones now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they hooked up.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. 2nd and 5. second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Dancing to his left, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And Thomas has it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and very long. Third and long, here's Howell. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Here's Jackson to return. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action, Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go, hey.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Here's Jones, operating from the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Jones. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Commanders 10. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now Howell. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Tressway now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Jones off the play fake. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. That It's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On the return, Jackson. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Off the play fake. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Here's Jackson. Powering his way forward. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Again, it's Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and 16. On the counter, this is Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Here's Tressway now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's Jones to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 54 yards. And the Giants use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Commanders 10. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. This is 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. And that play going absolutely nowhere. And now it's 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.